Flan or custard tart is a French classic. Today we're gonna be making it with a pumpkin twist. If you love pumpkin, this is your type of fall baking. Let's start with the preparation of the pie crust. You are going to need 125 grams softened butter, 200 grams of flour, 25 grams of almond powder, 20 grams of egg yolk, around 1 egg, 5 grams of salt, 55 grams of warm water. Take your softened butter. It should be just soft enough to leave a slight imprint when you press it, and place it in your stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. We are going to beat it until it's creamy and smooth, almost like a soft cloud. This is our foundation, so take your time and let the mixer do its magic. Now let's add a pinch of salt, just enough to enhance the flavors, followed by the egg yolk and a splash of vanilla extract if you're using it. Mix it all together until everything is beautifully combined. Next, we'll gradually add flour and the almond powder. Watch how the mixture transforms. It'll start to look like coarse crumbs, almost like wet sand at the beach. This is exactly what we want. Now, here's where the magic happens. Slowly pour in the warm water, just a little at a time. Mix it gently, just until the dough comes together. Remember, we're not over mixing. This dough deserves to stay tender and light. Turn the dough onto a slightly floured surface. Feel its texture. It should be soft but not sticky. Now, let's roll it out rather thinly. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Baking is about love, not perfection. You can check if you have rolled out a big enough surface by placing your mold in the middle and seeing if you have a big enough gap on each side. Then, butter your cake mold slightly. Gently lift the dough and line your 22 cm or 9-inch tart pan with it. Press it lightly into the edges. Trim any excess dough and voila! Your tart shell is ready. Now here's a little secret. Patience is key. Place your tart shell in the freezer for at least 30 minutes. This step ensures that your pastry stays crisp and flaky when it bakes. You can even prepare it ahead of time and take it out the next day. Let's move on to preparing the filling. For this you will need 1000 grams of whole milk, 275 grams of heavy cream, 200 grams of white sugar, 225 grams of egg yolk, 110 grams of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 50 grams of butter, 1.5 tablespoons of pumpkin spice, and 130 grams of full-fat crème fraîche. First, let's infuse our milk. In a saucepan, combine the milk, heavy cream, vanilla extract, and a generous amount of pumpkin spice. We are going to bring this to a gentle boil, just enough to wake up those cozy aromatic flavors. Once it reaches that gentle boil, remove it from the heat, cover it and let it infuse for at least 30 minutes. If you have time, let it sit overnight for an even deeper and richer flavor. While our milk is infusing, let's turn our attention to the egg yolks and sugar. In your stand mixer, whisk them together until they become pale, thick, and oh so fluffy. This should take about 5 to 7 minutes. You will know it's ready when the mixture leaves a ribbon-like trail as it falls from the whisk. This step is also about creating a light, airy base that will make our custard dreamy and smooth. Now, add the cornstarch to the egg mixture and mix it until it's fully incorporated. Cornstarch is a little helper. It ensures our custard sets beautifully without curdling. With the mixer running on low, now slowly pour in the warm infused milk, whisking continuously. Pour the mixture back into the saucepan and then cook it again over medium heat. Keep your eyes on it. It should come to a boil just once. This is the moment when everything transforms from a liquid to a luscious velvety custard. Once it boils, remove it from the heat immediately. Now, stir in the butter and crème fraîche until everything is smooth and glossy. The butter adds richness, while the crème fraîche gives it a subtle tang. Pure perfection. If you're asking yourself, what shall I do with the remaining egg whites? If you're not planning to make scrambled eggs the next morning, like I usually do, you can easily freeze them. Place one egg in one ice cube and use them later on. Let the filling cool slightly for about 10 minutes. This gives the time to settle and thicken just a little more before we pour it into our tart shell. As it cools, take a moment to appreciate what you just created. A custom filling that's rich and smells of pumpkin spice. Once it's cooled, you'll pour it into your tart shell and let the baking magic continue. Leave about half a centimeter of space below the rim to prevent overflow during baking. Bake the tart for about 50 to 60 minutes, depending on your oven, or until the top is golden brown and the filling is slightly set. It will only fully set while cooling. Bake it on 160 degrees Celsius, 320 degrees Fahrenheit on the fan setting. Once your tart is out of the oven and rested for at least 6 hours to create a creamy filling, the magic is in the cooling time. Start preparing your pumpkin topping. You are going to need 300 grams of pumpkin, 75 grams of brown sugar, half a tablespoon of pumpkin spice, and 75 grams of water. Cut the pumpkin into small cubes and cook it in the pan with water until it becomes nice and soft enough to pass it to the blender and puree it. Make a sugar syrup. Bring the water and brown sugar and spices in a pan to a boil. Let it boil until the sugar is well dissolved and then add the pumpkin. Let it cook until everything is nice and combined. Let it cool a little and then spread over the top of the finished flan. You can of course already do this right after the baking process. So I hope your ovens are already preheated, so you can soon start making this perfect autumn pumpkin spice flan. Enjoy!